emotional eating. You know, when you're upset, you're depressed, you're angry, you're frustrated, and so you go to the refrigerator looking for something to make you feel better. Ever happened to you? Today I'm talking about emotional eating and what we can do about it. I'm here outside in my gorgeous Tanzanian garden. Hi, I'm Ama Opari from Food for the Soul, and here on this channel I share tips and tools you can use to help make a healthy diet and lifestyle that you can stick to so that you can thrive whole and healthy and do the things that you are meant to do in this world. If that sounds like something you're interested in, be sure to click the subscribe button so you'll find out every time I upload a new video. So I have to admit that over the last 18 months or so, I've been subject to some emotional eating myself, and I would imagine, especially for those of you who are been in lockdown, who've been stuck at home away from family and friends, that you may also. Fortunately though, I have found that it hasn't ruined my diet and lifestyle. It hasn't caused weight gain and all of that, because I've used a few tips and techniques that have really helped me stick to the healthy lifestyle that I want to live. Neighbors' chickens, roosters. The first thing is, first of all, is not to beat myself up for it. I'm not trying to make myself feel bad about the fact that I've been struggling and need something to help make me feel better. So, because I know if you get into that cycle of, okay, I just want to eat some cookies, I just want chocolate, I want some chips, and you're feeling bad about it, you're feeling bad about yourself for that, then it just puts you further into this cycle of self-abuse, self-criticism, thinking bad about yourself, which makes you even more want to eat something, do something that will soothe you, make you feel better for the moment. So first thing is to drop all of that self-blame and self-criticism and just accept it. Yeah, I'm having a hard time right now, and what I really want to do is eat something. So number one, don't beat yourself up about it. The second thing that I've done is to really look at ways I can satisfy those cravings, those needs to eat in a healthy way. So the things that I know is I definitely am only going to eat vegan things. So that's just like off the table. And so when I am looking for things to have in my kitchen for those times, I'm looking for things that are vegan, number one. The other thing I want to avoid is fried foods. So I'm not so subject to buying chips and things like that. I did go through a little popcorn phase, but I figured out that I could actually pop them. I don't have an air pop or anything like that, but you could actually pop just dry pop on the stove. And so I would make some popcorn, put nutritional yeast, some other seasonings on, and that actually satisfied me very well. But generally what I want is sweet. And so I started making my own the banana bread. There's the banana bread recipe up here that's sugar-free and vegan, and it's really pretty tasty, and I think on the grand scheme of things, pretty healthy. The other thing is cookies. I could make myself cookies that are vegan, that are sugar-free, that once again, are made with oats and other healthy ingredients like that, so that it is also, on the grand scheme of things, not too bad. Another really healthy thing I have is a raw brownie recipe. A lot of the raw recipes, the raw dessert recipes, are pretty healthy on the grand scheme of things when it comes to dessert. It's made with dates instead of sugar. So find healthy versions. There's a lot of channels on YouTube that are showing vegan, oil-free, sugar-free recipes. So do some investigating and look for some recipes that you can add to your repertoire of things that you can make that will satisfy your desires without adding a lot of calories, adding a lot of sugar, adding a lot of processed food. use whole grains, use my last batch of brownies, I made it with oat flour that I just ground up some oatmeal to make oat flour. I had some buckwheat and I ground up that. So there are many ways you can eat in a way that satisfies those cravings without sabotaging your whole program. So that's thing number 2, is to choose healthier options that will satisfy you, but aren't going to be, a major badness on your diet and lifestyle. Sugar-free things, oil-free things, not fried things, that will meet what your cravings are, what your needs are, but are on the healthier end of things. And then the third thing is, I've been talking a lot the last few videos about the mental work, about healing those wounds. And so I've been doing also a lot of work on just healing the emotional baggage, emotional junk that's been going on inside me, so that the cravings, the need for that emotional eating has been greatly reduced. So yeah, that I think that is so key, and that is why it has become a major part of what I do with myself, with my clients, with the material that I've been creating here on YouTube, is about how to heal those emotional wounds so that we're not held hostage, so that we're not triggered so much. You can look at some of my previous videos where I talked a little bit more about how to heal the inner child, how to heal the inner wounds that you have, that are the root of the reason why you're struggling and needing to eat for emotional soothing. So pay attention to what it is and when it is that your emotional eating is triggered. Is it a particular time of day? Do you find in the evening time? Maybe when you're not busy anymore, you're just sitting there in front of the TV or whatever, that's when you want to eat something to soothe yourself. Are there particular emotions that trigger your emotional eating? Are you feeling sad? Are you feeling lonely? Are you feeling angry? Are you feeling disappointed in yourself? What are the emotions that are associated with your cravings, your emotional eating? Or what are the situations that happen? Is it after you've had an argument with somebody? Is it after you've had gotten criticism from somebody at work? Or from is it when you've had a disappointment, when you thought something was going to happen one way and then it didn't? Is it maybe when you're actually feeling pretty good and you have I'm going to do this, oh yes, I can do this, and then the self-doubt comes in. I can't do that. Who am I to think I can do that? So make sure to note those things, and those will help you to be able to find the root of why you're feeling that way. It will help you to be prepared, so that the next time you're upset about something, you can be aware that and anticipate what could potentially happen, and be prepared to make healthier choices. So I'd like to know about you. What triggers you? What is it that triggers you, that makes you want to eat something it's not really as healthy? And what is it that you crave? Is it salty? Is it sweet? One thing that I have found that really helps me a lot has been journaling. I have done so much journaling where I write down, what I'm feeling, the emotions that I'm feeling, what's triggered it. If I feel like raging about something, I write it in my journal. If I'm feeling sad, I write about it in my journal. I also have used my journal as an opportunity to help me tap into my intuition and to the wisdom of the ancestors, of spirit. And so many times I will write a question down in my journal and say a prayer and ask for the ancestors to write through me. And then I just start writing, and I just let it, stream of conscious flow, and write and write and write. And some really interesting things have come up. And I find just, it's an opportunity for me to purge the things that are going through my head and in my heart. It's been a very, very, very healing thing. And it's been very interesting to go back over time, to go back and read some of the things that I wrote earlier and see the difference from where I was then to where I am now. So, you know, I would say also to think of this as actually an opportunity, because when these things come up, this is the opportunity that we have to figure out why they're there, to get to the root of the problem, to find the cause of what's causing our struggle. Because until we do that, we're going to keep having this struggle over and over and over. So many people I've worked with, you know, they've been doing this for years. They do fine for a while and then they fall off the wagon. And so by actually getting to the root of what the problem is, we can move forward stronger, healthier, feeling better. There's no need to carry this baggage with us, this self accusations, this self-blame, this feeling bad about yourself. That doesn't do any good at all. So let's heal those things so we can move on and live our life fully whole and healthy the way we're supposed to be. You're meant to be whole and healthy and vibrant and happy. That's what you're meant to do. So let's do it. I'm doing it. And I hope you will too. So those are 3 things that I've done to help me avoid having the emotional eating that's, I admit that I've been doing over the last 18 months or so, just drive me off track and send me back to where I was, you know, 10 years ago, or just to gain a bunch of weight, you know, and then have to struggle to lose that weight. So that's it for today. I'm Ama Opari here at Food for the Soul. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe and click the like button, and share this video with someone who you think could use this information, and help spread the word of the work I'm doing here at Food for the Soul. Until next time, I'm Ama Opari here in Arusha, Tanzania. Kwaheri, goodbye.